so me say come gather round. I me say come gather round. I me say come gather round. I me say come gather round and follow my sound. Me say come gather round.
CJ Lewis. Yeah. Calm Waters on Joy 99.7 FM. This is Drive Time on Joy with Lexis Bill. And I mentioned earlier, I'll take you to the Ghana Prison Service this afternoon so you get to know about something exciting that is happening, okay? Yeah, I'm so happy to have my big brother in the studio. He's the Chief Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Prison Service, CSP Abdul Latif Adamu. And he's here. Bro, welcome.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you very
to
much,
see
Lexis.
you. And we're happy you're on our show today.
And I'm also happy to be here.
Yes. And you guys are doing an amazing job. I need to commend you as well and your men. And even better, you have some amazing initiative coming up, huh?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
that's great. But let's get to talk about the core mandates of the Ghana Prison Service. Of course, safe custody, welfare, the reformation of inmates and all of that. Now, let's talk about how it's shaping, and promoting public safety and national security.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, let me start by stating that the Ghana Prison Service is a constitutional creation, and the constitution that mandates us to perform the functions of safe custody, welfare, reformation, and rehabilitation. And when you look at the security architecture of the country, the Ghana Prison Service ranks third after the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ghana Police Service. And then it is after us that National Fire Service comes, immigration and other security agencies in the country. Yes, and we are proud to be the third security agency and the most important in the criminal justice system. The most important because the success or the failure of the criminal justice system depends on us. When we are able to reform and rehabilitate the inmates, then the criminal justice system succeeds. When we fail, then the criminal justice system also fails. So just like you said, we are mandated to perform the functions of safe custody. And what that means is inmates who have been brought into our custody, we are to keep them in our custody until such a time that the court allows them to be free individuals again. And then whilst in our custody, we are mandated to see to their welfare needs in terms of their sleeping situation, in terms of their medical care, what they will eat, etc., etc. All that is within the responsibility of the Ghana Prison Service. And whilst with us, the law also charges us with the responsibility of ensuring their reformation and their rehabilitation.
Okay.
Yes, and with the end of which should be their smooth reintegration into society to promote public safety and national development. Yeah, because if the person comes to prison and the person is not taken through any regime that will ensure behavioral changes in the person, what it means is that when the person is discharged, the person is likely to go back to criminal behavior.
That means they just came to pass time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even become more hardened.
Sure
because the prison plays dual role. Either it enhances your self-efficacy towards change, or it promotes your self-efficacy towards criminal activities.
I see.
Yes. So it is between these two. So we try to stimulate them so that their self-efficacy towards change is what is enhanced.
Yeah.
For them to become more abiding individuals when they are discharged.
I mean, go ahead.
When we succeed in doing this, the end result is public safety.
Right.
So what it means is while they are with us, you and I will have the peace of mind to go about our duties day in and day out. And when they are ready to come out and join us, they would be coming out as reformed individuals who are ready to abide by the laws of the state.
And this is a very daunting task. It's an arduous one, and I can't imagine how you are able to do that. Also, especially because of the numbers that you handle and all of that. But what motivated the Ghana Prison Service to launch what you call the Think Prisons 360 initiative? What exactly is it about?
Yes, we realize that the Ghana Prison Service is challenged by a lot of issues. Yes, so with the coming of the current Director General of Prisons, Mrs. Patient Bafuboni Esquire, she gave birth to this wholesome idea. And this idea of Think Prisons 360 seeks to reposition the Ghana Prison Service as a modern correctional institution that is self-sustaining and that contributes significantly to the needs of the inmates, the needs of officers, and the needs of society as a whole. Yeah. So this is the Think Prisons 360. So what it means is that in whatever you do as a citizen of Ghana, you need to put prisons at the center of it.
Okay.
So what can you do as a citizen of Ghana to help in the repositioning agenda of the prisons? Because when it comes to corrections, it is not a single institution's mandate to do that. It takes collective efforts to be able to correct individuals. So what we are saying is that the society has a role to play, families they have a role to play, institutions, the government, the media, the market woman selling things there. We all have roles to play in ensuring that the prisons becomes a place where behaviors are corrected, not a place where behaviors are corrupted.
So what are the main thematic areas under this initiative, the Prisons 360 initiative?
Yes, first and foremost, we are talking about welfare enhancement for both the inmates and the prison officer. Yes, so because we believe that it is only when their well-being is enhanced that the inmates can be taken through reformation and rehabilitation programs. If you don't mind, let me take you to school a bit.
Okay.
You know, Abraham Maslow proposed hierarchy of needs. And yes, the basic of which is the physiological needs, which include the needs for food, water, shelter, and what have you. So by our welfare package is saying that until we are able to meet those needs, meeting higher order needs then becomes difficult.
A problem,
it becomes a problem. And these needs are not limited to only the inmates. The officers as well also have the same needs in terms of accommodation, for sleeping places for officers, accommodation for inmates. And we are also talking about enhancing our hospitals, because most of our prisons operate using the infirmary health delivery system. So what the Think Prison System is saying is that we can enhance it from being an infirmary to becoming a clinic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that will be more responsive to the medical needs of both the inmates as well as the officers.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the welfare enhancement. It also includes capacity building regimes for officers to ensure that officers acquire modern correctional skills.
Right.
Yes, and knowledge, which will help them to embark on their activities professionally.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and in accordance to modern standards and trends.
Okay.
And then we also have agric mechanization.
Right.
Yes, we all know that the prison service is into agric, but most of our agricultural activities, running from crop production, animal farming or husbandry, talking about aquaculture, etc., poultry, are all done manually. And because of that, we are not really able to produce on large scale. So Think Prison 360 is saying that, can we mechanize? Can we bring in modern trends so that we can produce more to feed ourselves and even contribute to the food basket of Ghana? And some works have been done. Local communities, some traditional communities or some traditional leaders have started donating large portions of land to the Ghana Prison Service.
Okay.
I can cite the case of the Adum traditional area. They've given us 1,000 acres of land.
Wow.
Damango, they've given us 2,000 acres of land. We have them like that. But the question is, can we cultivate this land manually?
No.
No. If we want to make maximum use of these lands, then we need to mechanize.
Yeah.
So we are open. We are inviting people to strategically partner us, right from government to private organizations, so we can embark on mechanized farming to feed ourselves and even Ghana. And we are also talking about industrialization. We train inmates in industrial activities, such as sewing, metalworks, etc. So what we are saying is that we want to build an industrial hub where inmates will receive training in modern trends, modern industrial equipment, how to operate them, how to take advantage of technology in ensuring that we can meet certain demands. You know, the government has given us that 30% of all school uniforms should be sewn by the Ghana Prison Service. We have accepted that. But the question now is, do we have the machines to help us in meeting such a demand? So what Think Prison 360 is saying is that we need to industrialize by adopting modern industrial equipment so that we can, through that, we can train our inmates and we can also help in the industrialization of the country as a whole.
Wow.
And then we also have another thematic area which talks about prisons business and wealth creation.
Okay.
So that takes us a bit out of our core mandate.
Yeah.
But you realize that whatever we do as part of our reformation rehabilitation programs has, if strategically done, it has wealth creation components attached to it. Let's look at agriculture.
Yeah.
If we are able to produce on a large scale, we can consume all that we produce. So what it means is that we can go into business when it comes to agric. Yes, either aquaculture, livestock, or crop production. We can go into business. Likewise, industrialization. What it means that if we are able to improve our capacity, then what it means that we can as well go into business.
Yes.
When it comes to industrialization.
So as it stands now, it's just for self-consumption, right?
So as it stands now, it's just for self-consumption. But we know we have the capacity to increase that.
And the men.
And as well, yes. Yes. And we can only do that through strategic partnership.
Okay.
We need people to come in and partner us so we can take advantage of the potential that the service has.
Okay.
Yes.
One of the key things for me and that I've always wondered about was the rehabilitation and programs actually that you run.
Yes.
Of course, you want to reform these inmates who you have in your fold and eventually reintegrate them into society. What kind of programs are being implemented by the Ghana Prison Service and all? And of course, how will the Think Prisons 360 program also help that?
Okay, first and foremost, let me just make you understand this. When every inmate comes to a prison, is brought to a prison, the person is taken through an assessment process, just like the hospital. But in our case, we assess you behavior-wise.
Okay. To
find out what went wrong, how did you end up committing the offense you committed. And then through that, we are able to know the kind of regime, the kind of programs that should be made available to you to assist you to modify those behaviors.
Okay.
Yes. So as part of the programs we have formal education from basic to the university level to tertiary. Even this year, early this year, we graduated 66 of our inmates from University of Cape Coast Digital Learning Education, with 3 of them coming out first class.
Are you serious?
Yes,
That's impressive.
Yes. Aside that, every year we submit candidates for CTVET MVTI examination from level 1 to 4. Every year. We also use inmates for agricultural activities. And in helping us to produce, they also acquire agricultural skills.
Yes.
On how to enhance their own skills in going into farming and etc. etc. So these are minimal. We have of inmates into carpentry, some into tailoring, some into smoke weaving, kente weaving. Even on the exhibition day, a lot of these things were put on display.
Wow.
Yeah, now we have a metalworks factory,
Okay.
where we produce dustbins, metal dustbins. We produce wheelbarrows. We produce other little farm implements, etc., etc. That very soon will be made available to the public.
Okay.
And it is in this direction that we are calling for the industrialization.
Okay. Yeah.
That when we get the modern equipment, we can do more than what we are currently doing.
This is great. This is good stuff.
And in terms of the agric I told you about, we are using inmates. So how can we use inmates to cultivate 2,000 acres of land? It's practically very difficult. Looking at the number of inmates available to us and the legal restrictions regulating their exit from the prison to the farms and coming back. Some of the inmates are not allowed per the law to leave the 4 corners of the prison.
Okay.
So those who are allowed are highly limited. Their number is not that encouraging to be able to cultivate such land sizes.
Yeah.
So what we are saying is that with the coming in of modern agriculture implements, we can produce, feed ourselves, and contribute significantly to the food basket of Ghana.
Right. No, this is very, very good. It's a progressive new leadership that I'm seeing.
Exactly.
And I think it's very impressive, and you need to be commended.
But central to this is the fact that we need a change of name.
Okay.
Because the name Ghana Prison Service has now come to take on the meaning of warehousing. And even to some extent punishment. So, and it may be part of the reason why people don't really want to associate themselves with Ghana Prison Service, prisons. So you attend a lot of functions where when they are even mentioning the security services, I don't know whether intentionally or unintentionally, they even forget to mention Ghana Prison Service. And I was telling my colleague that it is because nobody wants to associate him or herself with prison.
Okay.
So what we are saying is that as captured in the President's Manifesto, that when they come, they will look at the naming of the Ghana Prison Service. From Ghana Prison Service to Ghana Correctional Service.
Oh, okay.
So when the word corrections reflects in the name, it will have an influence on the perception and attitude of people towards the organization.
You don't want to instill the fear in people so that they don't want to commit crime and get into your fold.
Oh, yes.
That's also another part of it, you know.
Oh,
because
yes.
when they hear that we're taking you to Ghana Prison Service, they know that, hey, I have to be upright, you know. So anyway, but that's a very interesting conversation.
Yes. So we really are in for the change of name.
Okay.
We think that when the name is changed from Prison Service to Correctional Service, it will reflect our current focus. Although it has been our focus since, but now we are focusing more on corrections.
Okay.
Yes, and it will help our partners and even the general public to begin to have a different attitude towards the institution.
Okay. I mean, this is interesting. I'm so happy we got to have this conversation because it's opened my eyes to a lot of the stuff that you're doing, and I think that it's very impressive as well. Any final words before we wrap up, CSP?
Yes, thank you very much. What I will say is that reformation and rehabilitation is a collective responsibility. So improving the prison service is a collective responsibility because you never know who our next guest is. Yes, let me just tell you this. Assuming when you were coming to the studio, you saw a pregnant woman by the road who begged of you to give her a lift. You decide to give her the lift, and the next moment she's no more in your car. How do you explain that to the police? That you don't have a hand in it? So you see, so what it means that there are a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances that can even lead one to prison. Not necessarily committing an offense, as we know. You understand? So it is for this reason that we all collectively need to ensure that the prisons is made a better place. It's made a place where people are corrected, but not where people are warehoused for a period of time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm so grateful you came by, and thank you so much for educating us. And also kudos to you on this very wonderful initiative.
And thank you for the opportunity. But there's one thing I almost left out.
Yeah.
I don't know if time will permit us to do that. Yes.
What's that?
The Church of Pentecost has supported us with 3 modern, ultra-modern prisons.
Okay,
And I know a lot more
yeah.
people have been asking, how can we support you prisons? How can we support you prisons? So we have come up with a short code
Okay.
where if you want to donate anything in support of Ghana Prison Service or Ghana Correctional Service, you can do that through the code.
Okay.
And the code is *972*1*3100#.
Okay.
It allows you to donate a minimum of 1 cedi and a maximum of what you can
Want to
afford.
donate.
Yes.
Take that code for us again.
The code is *972*1*3100#.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming by. CSP Abdul Latif Adamu, Chief Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Correctional Services.
Thank you for advocating for that, the change of name.
Yes,
Thank you.
All right, stay tuned in to Joy 99.7 FM. After this break, there's more here on Drive Time with Lexis Bill.
Son, we are so proud of you for setting up this hospital. I really love those hospital beds and waiting chairs. By the way, did you import them?
No, Dad, I didn't.